Aloha, how are you folks doing today? My name is Armando, and this video I'll be talking about my experience growing up with mostly Asian women in Hawaii. Now, in Hawaii, at that time when I was growing up, it was probably more like 40% of the population was Japanese, and then you had Chinese and other races. But my entire neighborhood, I mean, mostly Japanese, Chinese. So throughout my life, growing up as a young boy, I mostly had friends, or a lot of my Japanese women, and I dated. I just want to say that I dated mostly Japanese and Chinese and other races. Well, actually, I dated Japanese women, Chinese women, Korean women, Vietnamese women. I dated mostly Asian women, I should say, as I was growing up. In high school, I was a shy boy. I was anybody would tell you probably that was in my class at Kamehameha. I was very shy with women. I really didn't open up until I went to the University of Hawaii after high school. And I never forget in my chemistry class, there was this one Japanese girl who she was kind of like hitting on me. I was hitting on her too. We both liked each other, but this girl was amazing because she had a lot of boyfriends, a lot of, and they're all Caucasian. Caucasian guys, they like Asian women. To be honest with you, and it was amazing how many boyfriends this one girl had. And I never forget the time she called me on the phone at my house, and my dad picked up the phone on the other line, and I knew it was just the entire conversation, and I caught him in the act. Anyway, she was a nice girl, but she was going to be a nurse, and she's going to move away to Colorado. So we dated for a little bit, but anyway, that was my experience with that at the university. Now, personally, I feel that Hapa Asian women are the most beautiful women in Hawaii. Now, this is a girl I met who's half Japanese, half Caucasian. I have some pictures of her right now. Now, all the girls, I didn't keep the a lot of the pictures because when I got married, I was getting rid of the pictures. Out of respect for my wife, I didn't want to keep pictures. But this girl's a beautiful girl. Now, later in 1980, let's see, I was 27 when I first got married, and I got married to a Japanese girl who graduated from McKinley, and I never forgot the first time I met her parents, and I went over to her house, and I was really, really nervous. But her father spoke very good English. And I never forgot. He asked me, "What school did you go to in high school?" And I said, "Kamehameha." And that was it. And I was in the door. I never forget that I asked the same question. What about high school did you go? And he said Tokyo High. He went to McKinley, and I guess that's what they call McKinley back in those days. Tokyo High. It was so funny. Now I have some pictures coming up showing our wedding pictures in 1980. And now I also dated before I met my wife. I dated. Let me tell you my experiences. Like I said, I dated Chinese women, not only from Hawaii but from the mainland too, from California mostly, and very different, all different. And so I also dated a Vietnamese girl, She was from North Vietnam. At that time, it was North and South, but she was from North Vietnam. And she always makes soup for me with a lot of vegetables. And I never forgot, she was a good cook. She she always liked to eat vegetables and liked to eat soups. She was always make soup for lunch for me. Real nice, and I really liked that. Also, I dated a Korean girl. That was nice too, but that didn't last too long. Um, I heard the rumor about Koreans being hot tempered, but she was a nice girl though, and we dated for a while. Getting back to my first wife, Lauren. Her name was Lauren. Married in 1980. I never forgot. Like I said, I was really nervous when I first met her parents, and I remember my sister asked me, "Oh, how did the parents feel about you because you're not Asian?" And I said, "Well, once I told them I went to Kamehameha, that was it. I accepted." So that was amazing. But my sister, when I got married, my sister really liked family, and they liked her too. They liked my sister very much. They got along real well, so that was nice. You know. But anyway, that was the story behind that. And um, sadly, we were married for 26 years, and she passed away in 2007, November 15th, 2007. And I was a widower for what, 6 years about, and I was older now. Lauren was 5 years younger than me, but at that time, now I was in my 50s already. Anyway, I started dating again, went out with, like I said, mostly Asian women. Dated a Japanese girl, Japan. Was learning English in Hawaii. She lived with her mom. We bought a 2-bedroom condo in Waikiki, and she was trying to learn English. A nice girl, very well mannered. But after a while, we broke up. But I've also, like I said, in 2013, I remarried. This time it was a Chinese woman, and it's my current wife, Chan Li. We got married. And we got married. She's a good cook. She likes to cook her Chinese food, but she'll try to cook. She'll try to learn American as much as possible. She always likes to try and learn different types of dishes. She's a really good cook. And we like to go out and eat a lot, dim sum, and we do Chinese food. And the thing I learned about Chinese food, I always thought growing up, all Chinese food is the same. I was ignorant as far as that's concerned. It's not. You get your Hong Kong style, you get the Cantonese style, Mandarin style. And my wife came from Shanghai, so that type of food there is very different from the Chinese food that we eat, that we're used to here. We're used to mostly Cantonese and Hong Kong. It's more of a sweetened flavor type of food. But I grew up, with so much Asian influence. I like sushi, I like teriyaki, I like tonkatsu, I like manapua, Chinese food. So it's kind of like the Asian influence in Hawaii is super strong. And like I said, I dated all Asian women all my entire life growing up in Hawaii. I was away for 3 years. I was in Germany 3 years while I was in the U.S. Army. And in Germany, I did have some girlfriends. German women are very, very different. And I guess if I married a German woman and brought her home to Hawaii, she'd probably be homesick because Hawaii and Germany is like worlds apart. You know, over there they're always dressing up, because they have the seasons. It's cold in Germany, and they're always dressing up. Here, you hardly wear any clothes. And but the lifestyle easy here is easy, laid back. Over there, it's a lot different. So very different. But I had a lot of German friends when I was living there. Getting back to Hawaii, I got homesick for Hawaii and wanted to come back home. And like I said, I dated all Asian girls. A lot of Caucasian men like Asian women. I'll tell you that, honest. And one time, my current wife, Nishan, I asked her a question. I said, what do you think about Caucasian men versus Chinese men? She was from China, right? And then she gave an honest answer. She said, Chinese men are also very, very handsome and good looking. Her first husband was Chinese. She had a daughter. He recently passed away, but she said, they're very, very handsome. But, they also like, I know they like Caucasian men too. Anyway, that's the story of my experience growing up in Hawaii and dating Asian women. If I did it again, I'd probably date Asian women again. That's my preference. But like I said, women are all. It depends on the person. It's not really on the race. I don't like to sound a stereotype, any particular race or anything like that. But I think it really comes down to the individual that you're going out with, and it doesn't matter if that person's Caucasian, Asian, or whatever. It's the personality of that person. Because I never forget when I married Lauren, her dad asked me the question, "Why do you like Lauren?" And he's kind of like point blank asked me that question. I said, "I like her personality." That was the main reason why I went out with her and why I married her. Anyway, I just hope you found this interesting. If you have any comments, if you have any similar experiences to what I went through, leave them down below. I'd like to hear it. And mahalo for watching, and ahui ho.